السلام عليكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. غير التكوين المهني والتكوين المستمر للصناع الحرفيين وزارة السياحة والصناعة التقليدية والاقتصاد الاجتماعي.
Ministry of
سيدات
Tourism and Industry.
سيدات السادة الحضور الكريم، تحية لجميع الحاضرين وشكرا على تلبيتكم حضور هذا اللقاء المنظم في إطار شراكة بين الوزارة ومنظمة اليونسكو لأجل صون وتدوين المعارف المرتبطة بهذه الصناعة التقليدية.
We'll be talking about the knowledges that are required in such industries.
تنضم على هامش أنشطة إكسبو دبي
And this is included in the activities of Expo 2020 is how to maintain the handicrafts and the skills of those handicrafts. Yesterday we were talking about the individual skills for such handicrafts. And today we are going to focus on those people who are working in such handicrafts and the craftsmanship, and this category of people that we need to focus on so we can make best use of their knowledge and skills. And for the agenda of today, we'll be talking about the living human treasures systems and the skills related to the handicraft industry. And then we'll be talking about the UNESCO, the topic of UNESCO, which and the handicraft is in Morocco. And then we'll be talking about the workshops which enhance the skills and give the necessary skills. And we'll be opening this session. Good morning. Today we're going to talk about the living human treasures systems and the original of such skills and how can we use such a system in Morocco. This system is coming from an agreement from UNESCO and the Ministry of Tourism and Social Solidarity. And this kind of agreement is aiming to guarantee the continuation of knowledge and skills and also to reinforce the abilities of the people who are working in the handicraft, and also to put this system in touch and in line with the needs of the marketplace. First of all, we have conducted sessions about how to do an activity, and also the most important processes which enable us to maintain and to conserve and to preserve the intangible cultural heritage, and this was emphasized by the agreement, and also to emphasize the obligations on the countries or the member countries, and also it can reinforce the intangible cultural heritage. And also through such workshops, we provide the tools and instruments and the means which enable such kind of awareness. The living human system and treasures. This would help us to identify such knowledge and skills and to protect it from extinction and from disappearance. And later to recognize those people and to recognize those people who are working on such traditional industries. The first country who did this was Korea in 1993 when the UNESCO proposed such an initiative. And also we need to take into consideration the human and the human aspect, and also because the human is the pivotal point here. Uh, and also to give some benefits which enable those people to transfer their knowledge and skills to the upcoming and the next generations. This system is in France and in Czech and Korea and in Japan and China. So it's a nationwide, and especially in the Asian countries which adopted this system because it's related to human aspect. And also we cannot talk about conserving the intangible cultural heritage without talking about human. As I said, this living human treasures system is based on the continuation and the transfer of knowledge and skills, which would enable the living human and relate it to the national identity. And this is to continue such elements of living human treasures. We need to give attention to the people who are working in such area, like giving them healthy care, and also in return they should also transfer and pass their knowledge and skills which are related to this industry. So the first thing we need to do regarding the system is identification. In Morocco, we have done this already. We need to identify and to determine the skills and the knowledge. And also we have about 73 handicrafts which are endangered and would be likely to be extinct. And we have here many colors, and we use the color system. We have here the most endangered handicrafts. You can see at the top in the red color, and without the intervention of the state, of the government, we cannot protect such kind of handicrafts. And and you can see in the also in the yellow area and the red area, and also, for example, the ornament on the wood or engraving on the wood. And we are talking about, we are using raw materials, and also the engraving on the wood, or wood engraving and ornament is endangered. And we need to use the knowledge and the skills, but the knowledge and the skills for such handicraft is about to be extinct and disappeared. And also, yesterday we were talking about the tenet. A tenet. We can see the tenet here. the traditional tenet which is endangered and it's about to be disappeared, and this requires the intervention of the Ministry of Tourism and Social Solidarity, so we can maintain and conserve such kind of knowledge and skills.
بطبيعة الحال لكي نعين أنه وصلنا إلى هذه النتيجة
To
أعتقد
get
مشروع
to
التخرج
this result, so we have standards and the criteria.
2003
Uh,
وقامت اليونسكو
the
بدعوة
UNESCO
الدول الأعضاء إلى مرحلة
invited the
اعتماد
member
ميداني
states to take
فيما
into
يكون
consideration such standards
السابقة
to protect such a system. First of all, the first
هذه
standard
الإضافة أو
is
هذه
to
هذه المعارف والخبرات أن تكون
is
موجودة في يعني العادات والتقاليد
is to include such skills and knowledge in our traditions and customs,
وتمثل
and
هوية
this would reinforce the identity of a group or identity of an
ولا يجب
individual,
أن يكون
and
عنصر
also this is
الانتقاص
should
موجود
uh,
يتحدث
should be
عن
there when we are talking about
السلوكيات
living human treasure.
بطبيعة الحال هذه المنظومة
Normally,
التعليمية
this
يعني
system
يعني
we should have a kind
يعني مقابل من أجل
of
توجيه
a compensation on something
هذه
in return,
البنية
so
البشرية
we can
ويكون
ask those
الضوء
people or those skillful people to
يساهم
pass their
بإنشاء
knowledge, and they should have some kind
تعليم
of
المهارات
obligation
إلى
to
الشباب
transfer the knowledge to the young
إذا
generation and
المنظومة
youth.
كمنظومة
This system
الكفين. الكف الأول
has two sides.
هذه
The
الأفراد
first
في المجتمع
side
التقليدي أو
is
التقليدي يعني
to
في المقابل
protect
يقوم
the
بالالتزام بتمارين
handicrafts industry, but at the same time, those people have obligation to pass the knowledge they have,
تظاهرة يعني رسمية مثلا
and
في
also
أفريقيا أو
we
مثلا اليابان
we can
يكون
have events such as in
حفل
Japan or
رسمي كبير
Korea,
جدا
where we have something like a formal and official celebration
احتفالية
to
ينظم
celebrate
فيها تسويق
the handicrafts
تسويق الثقافة العلمية
specialists,
للدولة كذلك
and this will be attended by
المؤسسات المالية
officials from the government, and also to give financial benefits
اليونسكو
to those
وكل
people.
دولة يمكنها
Every country
أن تقوم بوضع هذه
can
المنظومة حسب مواردها
adopt
وحسب
this
إمكانياتها
system according to its resources and its needs.
بطبيعة الحال لابد أن نأخذ دائما بعين
Normally, we need to take into consideration that the purpose of this of having such a system is to conserve and to maintain it and to protect it and to transfer the knowledge and the skills. This wouldn't happen unless we have intervention from all the stakeholders and to have consultations with the decision makers, because this is an integrated system, and also we need to have to invite the academic surrounding and academic communities, and this kind of cooperation among those stakeholders would help to protect the intangible cultural heritage. Not only this, but to protect the cultural heritage, the world heritage for the human being. For example, we, we are talking about the cultural heritage in UNESCO list, but also to have the cultural heritage nation worldwide. صعب. We would like to thank the UNESCO team for their continuing support to our ministry to have a national system. Now we will give the microphone to Mr. Hassan, who will be talking about the transfer of knowledge and skills of this handicraft. Good morning. The living human treasures and the transfer of knowledge and skills. This presentation will be talking about the transfer of skills and knowledge related to the handicraft, the traditional handicraft industry. And also we'll have an example here of the textile, or what we call brocart. And we are working on this in Morocco. At the outset, I'd like to talk about the vocational training that is supervised by the Ministry of Tourism, and the purpose is to protect the handicraft industry and to appreciate the human capital knowledge for the upcoming generations, and also to guarantee the continuation of the transfer of knowledge, and also to reinforce the spirit of initiative and to focus on creativity and innovation among the youth. And because without having such innovation, we cannot continue to have such kind of skills, and also to keep in touch with the technology development, and also to empower the youth to produce and to have high quality with authentic Moroccan identity, and also to set quality standards and to commit and to comply with such standards. We cannot maintain and protect our heritage unless we are interested in the craftsmen who are doing such handicrafts. And also we should have a system to include those craftsmen, and we need to recognize those workers. This is the cooperation between the ministry and UNESCO, and this system would include identifying the skills and the knowledge that are endangered, and to classify them, and also to have a vocational training to preserve and to protect the handicraft that are endangered. And the goal here, we have two goals. First is to recognize the living human treasures, and also to encourage the youth to have design skills, and also to fulfill the ambitions of those young generations, and also to create markets and to encourage sales, because without having this kind of sales, it would be useless. We have a handicraft that we are trying to protect. So we are having a contract with Soul and the only craftsman who's doing this kind of textile, which is called brocar. So we can transfer the knowledge he has to the other people. And also we focus on the vocational training for the transfer of knowledge and the techniques related to this handicrafts to the youth, and also to have a model process which was started to gain and collect its fruit, and also this was liked by everyone who would like to encourage the circulation of this process to other crafts which are in danger of extinction. And also to empower the youth to continue to do the same. Brocard, which is a kind of a cloth, it's a silk kind of silk canvas for premium dress. And this is a type of cloth in the Islamic traditional industry for textiles. And also it's very authentic. And also it's related, it's dated back to the 12th century. And but the production was reduced with the passage of time since that time. And also where we bring such kind of textile and cloth, and this was coming from Fas city. Brocard, this is a Brocard program, as you can see in the picture. It's a little complicated. It's a complicated textile technology, and it requires a high accuracy. And only this one craftsman who can do it. He's the one who is left. He's the only one. This is the training program, and now we have a group of young people who are graduates of this vocational training institute. We have 8 people or 8 youth from female and male, and we are trying to give or to transfer the knowledge from this old man to those 8 young people. And this training was 9 month training, and this is we have a traditional industry, and also we are trying to include those young people in the market place. So we need to test everything and to have everything raw material, and we need to focus on the raw material, on the training, and everything along the way. And also we have another program to qualify the youth to be included and to enter the market place, and also to provide them with all what it needs to continue doing this job, and also to give them benefits, whether in the exhibitions, whether inside the country or outside the country. And the aim of such vocational training is to transfer the knowledge and also to focus on the brocart or the brocart cloth, this kind of textile. And this would focus on transferring the technical skills and also other skills related to marketing and promoting such product. And also there was a manual, this manual for the tools and the other manual how to use the tools, and also there's an integrated manual to have such a process completed. And in conclusion, this vocational training requires effort in the framework of the cooperation and the participation of all the stakeholders. And also to include them in the social clubs and to participate in the exhibitions, and also to give additional benefits to those who are working in this kind of industry, and also to give grants, financial grants, for those who are doing this kind of job. Thank you. بس سفيان ما تعلي الصوت هنا شوي هنا في السماعة أنا سامع صوت.
شكرا سيد المدير على هذا وخاطبكم جهودكم بالمحافظة على هذه الفرص.
Thank you for this presentation, and the aim here is to protect and to conserve this industry. And this is the most important thing, is to maintain and to protect it. And now we'll be talking about the importance of vocational training and to develop and to gain the skills.
إن الدينامية التي يعرفها قطاع الصناعة التقليدية بالمملكة المغربية جعلته يحظى بأهمية بالغة تتعدى الجوانب الاقتصادية والاجتماعية، نظراً لدوره في ترويج أصالة وفن عيش وإبداعات الحرفيين المغاربة المشهود لهم بالابتكار والعطاء والمحافظة على الهوية وبتجاوبهم مع متطلبات العصر وتنوع وتطور الأذواق والميولات. ويعتبر تطوير التكوين المهني بقطاع الصناعة التقليدية وتأهيله ورشاً ذا أهمية كبيرة، سعياً إلى جعله يساهم أكثر في تنمية الثروة البشرية للقطاع وتحديث نسيجه الإنتاجي، فضلاً على كونه لا يخلو من بعد اجتماعي يقوم على تمكين الشباب من تكوينات وتدريبات في حرف واعدة من شأنها تقوية فرص حصوله على التميز وعلى شغل يصون كرامته ويطور ظروف عيشه.
غير أن ما يبعث على الارتياح ما تم تحقيقه من نتائج إيجابية في ميادين التكوين المهني والتقني والصناعة التقليدية، وهي مجالات توفر تكوينا متخصص سواء للحاصلين على شهادة البكالوريا أو الذين لم يحصلوا عليها، وذلك على مدى 2 أو 4 سنوات يخول لحامل الشهادات فرصا أوفر للولوج المباشر والسريع للشغل والاندماج في الحياة المهنية.
توفر المنظومة تكوينا أولي للشباب من خلال مسارات للتكوين مؤهلة ومخولة لشهادات في حرف تقليدية فنية مرتبطة بالأساس بميادين الخشب والجلد والمعادن والنسيج والطين. ويعتمد التكوين الأولي من خلال نمطين: نمط التكوين النظامي الذي يلقن داخل مؤسسات التكوين إضافة إلى تداريب داخل المقاولات، ونمط التكوين بالتدرج المهني الذي يناوب بين تكوين تطبيقي عند الصانع التقليدي وتكوين نظري وعام داخل مؤسسات التكوين المهني. وتتيح هذه المنظومة أيضا برامج في التكوين المستمر ومحو الأمية الوظيفي موجهة للصانعات والصناع التقليديين المزاولين بهدف تأهيل معارفهم ودعم مكتسباتهم سواء التقنية أو التدبيرية، وذلك من أجل تحسين الإنتاجية والتنافسية بالقطاع. كما تتوفر المنظومة على 3 وحدات متنقلة مخصصة للتكوين المستمر للصناع التقليديين بالمناطق القروية والشبه حضرية. ومن أجل تكوين عن بعد تتوفر المنصة الإلكترونية المعلم على محتوى وثائقي مهم مكون من نصوص وملفات قابلة للتحميل ومعارض صور ومقاطع فيديو مصورة. ولأن هناك مهارات ومعارف وحرف عريقة مهددة بالانقراض يصعب نقلها إلى الشباب بسبب التقلص الكبير في عدد الحرفيين والمعلمين الكبار الحاملين لهذا التراث نظرا لكبر سن معظمهم، تم وضع برنامج للتكوين خاص لحماية هذه الكنوز المهددة، وذلك في إطار اتفاقية الشراكة الموقعة بين وزارة السياحة والصناعة التقليدية والاقتصاد الاجتماعي والتضامني ومنظمة اليونسكو من أجل وضع منظومة وطنية للكنوز الإنسانية الحية والاهتمام بها، وكذا صون المهارات المهددة من خلال تشجيعهم على تلقين معارفهم وأسرار حرفهم للشباب الناشئ. كخطوة عملية تم التعاقد مع الصانع الوحيد وآخر الحرفيين المعلمين في مجال نسيج الاستبرق البروكار من أجل نقل المعارف والتقنيات المرتبطة بهذه الحرفة للشباب. يعد البروكار من الأقمشة الحريرية المتميزة للصناعة التقليدية الإسلامية، ويرتبط تاريخه في المغرب ارتباطا وثيقا بتاريخ مدينة فاس منذ عهد الملوك المرينيين، كما كان لهجرة الصناع الأندلسيين إلى المدينة أثر الكبير في تطوير تقنيات دقيقة لنسج هذا القماش، فهو ثمرة تقنية نسيج معقدة ومتوالة هي اليوم على وشك الاندثار، حيث عرفت السنوات الأخيرة رحيل عدد كبير من الحرفيين المعلمين ما نجم عنه اندثار معارف ومهارات عملية مرتبطة بهذه الحرفة. ولم يتبقى اليوم بفاس سوى مشغل وحيد يصارع من أجل البقاء والاستمرار، وصانع معلم واحد يحتفظ بأسرار تشغيل المنول المستعمل لإنجاز هذا القماش العالي الدقة. ويبدو أن حمل المشعل سيصبح بعيد المنال برحيل آخر الصناع المتمسكين بهذه الحرفة.
الحاج وزاني هو مول البروكار، عبد الملك بن جلول والحاج محمد بناني والود غيري، 3 الناس الله يرحمهم هما المعلمين ديالنا. كانوا شي 5 ولا 6 المحلات، كنا في زنيقة الطالب سيدي احمد الشاوي وعقبة السباع وهادو فهمتي، وفي درب قتشانة، المهم هاد المحلات بزاف، سيدي احمد الشاوي ماشي. وعاود في التالي اخر محل هو هذا ديال واد الزحون.
إن مبادرة نقل معارف وتقنيات الاستبرق للشباب والتي تقوم بها الوزارة الوصية بدعم من منظمة اليونسكو تحت إشراف الصانع المعلم المتخصص في هذه الحرفة تشمل تكوينا مؤهلا لفائدة مجموعة من خريجي وخريجات مؤسسات التكوين المهني التابعة لقطاع الصناعة التقليدية، وذلك على امتداد 9 أشهر. استفيد خلالها هؤلاء الشباب من تكوين تطبيقي داخل ورشة المعلم، وتكوين نظري بمركز التأهيل المهني بفنون الصناعة التقليدية بفاس. اليوم وبعد انقضاء نصف مدة التدريب، بدأت هذه العملية النموذجية تظهر ثمارها، ولقيت استحسانا من طرف الجميع، مما سيشجع على تعميمها على باقي الحرف المهددة بالانقراض.
واليوم الحمد لله احنا عند الحاج الوزاني في الورشه ديالو كندوزو الفورماسيون. الحمد لله هذه 5 شهور هذه اكتسبنا بزاف ديال المعلومات اللي متعلقه بهذه الحرفه ديال البروكار.
بدينا كنعرفوا شحال ديال المناسج عندنا لا في المرمى ديال القفطان لا في المرمى ديال المسلكه، ومهم العدد ديال الخيوط كيف ما كنعرفوا هذه في القفطان عندنا 800 خيط في هادو ديال الزواق، وفي الارضيه كنلقاو حتى ل 6000 خيط. اما بالنسبه للمسلكه عندنا في هذه 1200. بالنسبه للارضيه عندنا 6000 خيط.
إن الرقي بمنظومة التكوين المهني في فنون الصناعة التقليدية بصفة عامة يستدعي بذل المزيد من الجهد في إطار تشاركي يضمن مساهمة جميع الفاعلين، حتى يتسنى لقطاع الصناعة التقليدية أن يلعب
and this would help the handicraft industry to play its role and also its means to conserve and to maintain a very important part of the memory and also the authenticity of the Morocco. Now we open the floor to questions. Before the deep break, I would like to conclude this meeting and thanks to all of you to be here and to participate with Morocco in the matter of maintaining and the protection of the handicrafts. Once more, we'd like to extend thanks and appreciation to UNESCO for its cooperation with the Ministry of Tourism and Social Solidarity for maintaining and for preserving the intangible cultural heritage, and also to maintain the living human treasures system in Morocco in particular. Thanks to all of you.